tell me when. Hi. Okay, we're going live on YouTube and on Instagram at the same time. It's the first time we've ever done it, so bear with. Are we live?
How could the signal be so bad when I'm right next to the thing? I don't understand.
We're definitely live. I just had a notification.
Yes.
Fabulous. So, okay, I have my Christmas jumper on today because we are doing the Christmas windows. I am just shaking my pens and making sure everything's working because I haven't used these since last year. So just want to make sure they're all working. And then, why, you know? Top tip, whenever you're using a chalk pen, make sure the lid when you shake it. Done that many a time without the lid on and ended up a chalk pen all over me. Okay, so pens are good. Now, we have a VIP group on Facebook. If you are not already part of it, go over and send us a request. We have little chats in there about random things, usually photography related. But we put a poll in there of what you guys would like us to do in the windows for Christmas this year. And you decided that you wanted beads. What else was there? Dangly ornaments.
Christmas lights, that's what I wanted.
Abigail wanted Christmas lights, so I'm allowing Christmas lights on the door because she wanted bright, colourful ones. So I thought I would do it as a live. We usually just like time lapse it and you guys can see like the end result. But we thought we'd go live and do it this time. So, yeah, let us know where you're watching from. I can't see comments, but Abigail is behind the laptop. She will let me know what you guys are saying in the comments. Ask me questions, just keep the chat going, guys. These are my absolute favourite chalk pens. I've got them in every single colour. I've got them in every single size. We've got a few other ones that I'll be using as well. But I am just going to map out a few lines up the top. First of all, where we're going to be doing like dye, garlandy bits. I'm going to start with the thinner pens and then work my way up if I need anything thicker. For me falling off this ladder now. Not ladder, two-step. No, I know it's not. I had vertigo last week, so my balance is not great at the best of times. So the fact that I had vertigo. Whoa. Okay, so do we have any comments so far, Abigail?
Oh, yeah. Oh, we have a comment.
Oh, we're missing out.
Somebody said, have you considered not doing it?
Have I what?
YouTube with trolls in my phone. I'm just going to say hello.
Okay. Have I considered not doing what? Painting the windows? Ah, well, that would be really boring. How unfestive.
I had one job and stop.
This is basically me just winging this design. Like I don't feel like I ever kind of plan a design out fully, do I? We've got an idea and then we just go with it. The thing is, whenever we like plan out a design, these windows are always a lot bigger than we expect. Every time I get in here to do to draw on the windows, I remember just how big they are. So to fill a window, these sizes, because we've got 4 of these big panes of glass. Ooh. It's hard to make the design that big, so you kind of just got to wing it. I do have a few issues, only being 5'2", reaching the top.
Somebody asked you from Scotland.
No, South Wales. I thought I had a very thick Welsh accent, if I'm honest, but maybe not. We are going to Scotland soon. Keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes peeled for that one. Last time I accidentally said about what we were doing in Scotland was in a vlog, and Abigail then had to chop out the entire part where I told everybody what was going on because it hasn't been announced yet. So, I'm terrible at keeping secrets.
Found the link for us. It is terrible quality.
Oh no.
What is going on?
Now, whenever
I
was going to say, whenever we go live, we're usually out the back of the studio in our prop room when we like tidying up and like restocking the drawers and everything. And that's fair enough, because like that's the opposite end of the building to where the router is. But like our router is literally in the window, so I don't understand why that's being a pain in the butt. I'm going to take these slippers off. I feel like these are hindering me going up and down the ladder. So
somebody hello from India.
Oh, hi. Do you know what? It always shocks me every time you tell us like where these people are coming from, like where these people are watching from. It baffles me. Like it's mad, isn't it? Yeah. People from all over the world. It's wonderful. Oh, probably. We've got, if anybody have seen any of our vlogs previously, we have got Matthew Palmer, who does some of our video work for us. He is currently in the studio helping us photograph and video some of our new samples, our new products that have arrived. But we've left him to it in there with Abigail's husband, and they're having a whale of a time. So if you can hear all the laughing and I don't even know what's going on in there. But that's them, having a lovely time. Okay. Okay, so it's kind of going to be like strings of beads and then just some nice dangly ornaments in the window. But what I need to make sure of is we are avoiding where our easel goes, because our image is right in the center. So I need to make sure they don't come down too low in the middle, just to make sure that we can still see our images. So let me start with the middle one. I'm really unsteady on my feet. Has anybody had vertigo before? Because I haven't got it right now, but I had it last week, and it's the first time I've ever had vertigo, and my goodness, was it horrible. And I feel like unless you've experienced it yourself, you just don't understand. It was like being hungover and being on a boat all at the same time. Really horrible. Really horrible. I was just asking if anybody had suffered from vertigo, because I feel like, unless you've actually experienced it yourself, it's hard to understand. I am just going to get my reference picture up a second, guys.
I'm going to try and hotspot. I don't know how much they can hear me, but I'm going to try and hotspot off this phone instead.
Okay, Abigail is going to try and hotspot off her phone instead to try and get... Okay, we're going to try and get the quality up a little bit for you guys. So Abigail's going to try and sort that out while I get up my... So as well as the white, I've also got some metallic green and some silver. I've got a load of metallic pens, but they're not chalk pens, and I've never used them on the window before. So I'm going to have a little test of those in a bit and see what they actually look like. But if not, I'm just going to stick to the metallic silver and green acrylic paint that I've got. So tried and tested method in the windows has always been chalk pens and acrylic paint. And top tip for getting it off your windows after Christmas. Yeah, we always get our window cleaners to do it. But it's a scraper, like a wallpaper scraper. So don't wet it, because then it just goes all sludgy and messy. You wallpaper scraper and scrape it off, and then just hoover up the bits off the floor. So that's what we tend to do. Is it looking any better yet, guys? Are we any clearer? That's the wonkiest line I've ever done, I think.
Straight line.
Yeah, it's meant to be a straight line, but it's very wonky. So it's the wonkiest straight line. There's a couple of wonky straight lines. It's blowing in the wind is what it is. That's what we're going for. I much prefer it when I can stand on the floor and do these bits because I feel far less wobbly.
I feel like you should wear gloves.
You should what?
I feel like you should wear gloves.
Why?
Really easier to look across the window.
Oh, okay.
I don't understand what. They're staying quiet on Instagram.
Oh, why?
They get comments on YouTube and on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
If you watch on YouTube, we are live also on Instagram. I mean, look over now, but feel free to.
I don't know much of what Abigail's saying you can actually hear. So we are live on both Instagram and YouTube at the same time. We've never actually done that before. And things are very quiet over at Instagram. Signal is a bit better, so you can see a bit clearer. Ask me some questions, guys. Any burning questions you've got?
Somebody has just asked,
Yes.
Vicky, are you starting a photography business?
Vicky, we are not starting a photography business. We have had this photography business for 12 years. 12 years. We've been in this studio since 2021. We opened up, it was 2021, wasn't it?
Yeah, 2 seconds, I'm going to try if you hold.
So this studio, this was a building that we purchased during lockdown in 2020. We had enough time to be able to get it and make it into our dream studio, which was fantastic.
We're back.
Oh, right. I'm very sorry I lost you there. Okay, Abigail did try to get the quality a little bit better, but unfortunately, it's just not playing ball. Also, I've discovered I cannot do a very good circle, so let's go in and we're going to do it again. Okay, remind me of the question, Abigail, and who's from?
Start the business. Vicky asked if we start a photography business.
Yes.
Talk about how we bought this in.
Yeah, so Vicky asked, are we starting a photography business? But we are not. We have had this business for the last 12 years. We bought this building in 2020 during lockdown, and we used that time to get the building and make it into our dream studio. And then this is just something that we like to do. We used to do it seasonal, so every season we do a new window, but we haven't done it for a little while. The reason I just rub it back off again is because it was spinning. I don't know, I think I've just rubbed the old one off. I'll leave that dry for a little bit and move on to another one and come back to it. Yes, so we've been doing it for a long, long time. We specialise in maternity and newborn. Abigail started the business 12 years ago and she did a little bit of everything. And then it's really hard to concentrate on what I want to draw while I'm talking. So she did a little bit of everything until she decided that newborns was the way forward for her. 2019, I joined the business as a partner. because we both had little boys in 2018 and I was off on maternity leave and I started helping Abigail out just for a bit of adult conversation to get me out to the house. And we built the business to a point where it was too much work for Abigail to do on her own. So I quit my job. I came in as a partner. And yeah, it's just gone from there, isn't it, Abigail? And we used to do mainly newborn photography. And we always used to offer maternity as kind of like an add-on. And then we just really got into maternity and we did a lot of shooting for ourselves until we got to the style we liked, we wanted to achieve. And now we have more people booking us for maternity than we do newborns, which is lovely. I mean, a lot of people do both, but we've had people travel from quite far away to come and have a maternity set with us, which is lovely. So not a new business, but if you are a new business starting out and you would like to, photography business, we have a back catalogue of lots of bits that you might find useful. The podcast might be a good place to start because that's a bit of everything photography related, a little bit of like the business side of things and like how to deal with like difficult clients. What else do we talk about on the podcast? If we were to start a newborn photography business from scratch again now, the things we would avoid.
Yeah, also icks.
Yeah, icks and unpopular opinions in the photography industry. So yeah, it's a little bit of everything there. So I would absolutely start with a podcast. Then if you are looking into doing maternity, we've got an awful lot of silk wrap tutorials. So that's what a lot of people like to come to our channel to watch. So we've got lovely, beautiful 4-meter length of silk in so many different colors. And we show you all the different ways you can wrap them to make them look like loads of different elegant gowns for your maternity clients. We've got plenty of like wrapping tutorials for newborn, different newborn wraps, for newborn sessions. What else? Reviews of like lighting and equipment and bits and pieces. So definitely go back and have a little look at the back catalogue. Do I think this is dry enough now?
The video you asked us that
Yeah.
also said, have you subscribed that? So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you for the subscription. Why is this doing this? I hate that it does this. And I don't know why, because I didn't do it the first time around. Yes, we do have, thank you for your subscription, and we absolutely appreciate every single review. We do have a membership on YouTube. Yes, I'd forget that we've got people on Instagram as well. So over on YouTube, we have memberships. They are on there, you'll have bonus content. So whenever we upload a podcast episode, you get the bonus content from that podcast. You also get exclusive content, how-to videos. We've done some, Photoshop editing in real time, and there's some bits and pieces on there that you wouldn't be able to get just as a normal subscriber on YouTube. And at the moment, it's 99 pence for everything. So all of the content is just 99 pence. I will be changing from January, but we wanted to kind of trial it out and see what you guys wanted to see before we start introducing different levels of memberships for different content, because we want to be doing like live newborn sessions and maternity sessions, and there's a lot of kind of logistical things we need to get in place for that. So we're just putting the feelers out to see what you guys want to see before we make the content. This is really infuriating me because the first time I drew the circle, it was fine, but since I've wiped it off, because that was not a circle, it was meant to be, but it wasn't. Every time I've drawn on it, it's spreading, and I don't know why. I am, yeah, which is really infuriating, but there we are. Okay, we'll come back to that one. The good thing about and we normally have more people watching on Instagram, don't we? Oh, quiet. So there's people on there looking and seeing what we're doing, but not talking. So if you're watching on Instagram, YouTube as well, keep talking to us on YouTube. But if you're on Instagram, Let me know where in the world you're watching from in the comments, or ask me a question, ask me something, because otherwise I'll just talk about nothing. Oh. Nobody's told me whether they've suffered from vertigo before. It's really hard to see. Let me take a step back a second and look at it from further away. So I'm trying to be conscious of the fact that we've got an easel going back in this window with one of our window displays, and I don't want to go too low with them. I think I'm just going to do one more this side. Oh. Also, whenever I'm off screen, I've got a reference picture that I'm going back and forth to, just to have a little look. Help me with the inspo. Okay. Are we still quiet, Abigail?
Yeah, YouTube's quiet now, is that?
Oh, everybody's asked everything they wanted to. Oh. I know. Do you know what it is? I'm really out of practice of doing this. I haven't done a window in a long time. I think the last time I did windows was Christmas, wasn't it? Last year, the Christmas windows. I was saying earlier, that's Abigail's husband. We used to do it seasonal. So I do a spring window, a summer window, falling leaves and pumpkins and things for autumn. No, we haven't. It's just been manicure. So I haven't done a window since last Christmas. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I'm just have to practice, I think. Do you know what? I'm going to do the heart up here instead.
I'm very surprised nobody else has stopped to look, because that's what usually happens.
Yeah, I normally have people stood the other side and like point and like ask me questions, but I can't quite hear through the window. Or people beeping on the way past, trying to make me jump when I'm drawing a line. It's always fun. So I do have a reference picture that I'm going back and forth to.
Where is it?
Just as a bit of inspo. I don't put it up on the screen, so on my phone I've got other things going on in it. So just as a bit of inspiration, I'm not like directly copying, or it's just going to take an inspo. And I have to amend it because these windows are really, really big. We've got to kind of make it fit and make it look the right proportions for the size of the window. Also, I don't want anything that's like too overpowering, because the image of like our window display is going to be underneath. That still needs to be the main focus, because I want people to look at our images, not what I've drawn in the, not just what I've drawn in the window. So okay, I think I'm going to try this one over here and see if it'll work without it spreading. I'll leave that there a second before I carry on with it, just in case. Any more questions anyway? Or are we still quiet?
Still people watching though.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you're enjoying, even if you don't have any questions for me.
I feel like the signal's got slightly better.
Oh,
I mean, it's not great. This is what they say.
oh yeah. I mean, you can kind of see what we're doing.
I really don't know if it's though.
Okay.
Because the computer is literally next to it.
If I forget that I've got this mic on and you probably can't hear what Abigail's saying, but Abigail's just showed me what you guys can see now, and I know it's not perfect, but we are struggling with signal, and I don't know why, because where the laptop and the camera and everything is set up is directly above the router, so you literally can't get any closer if you tried. So I don't understand why we're having issues with signal.
It's telling me to plug into the router.
Okay, can we?
I can't do that one.
An Ethernet. Okay. Okay, so that's something we will look into for next time, is plugging the laptop directly into the router. Oh, lovely. Well, to be fair, you don't expect to drive past the shop and be on a live stream, do you? I suppose. Okay. More beads. More string of beads. I want to get that last ornament in, and then I can go in with some colour there, I think.
Yeah.
What?
Next talk past windows to be What's the signal like here outside? Temple. What's the signal like?
I think this pen might be coming to an end. Oh. I've got my own ruler and I shook the pen without the lid on. It is a rookie mistake. When I've done many a time, and I'm sure I'll do it again in the future.
Tracy on YouTube said, that looks quite delicate, I like it.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I don't like to do anything too, she says as she makes the line thicker, anything too big and chunky, because it draws your eye away from the images that we showcase in the windows. So our window displays will be going back in once I've finished decorating the windows. So I just need to be mindful of where those will be sitting when I'm doing the design, so that I don't go over the area that will be displaying the image. And also, we want something to just kind of enhance what we've got in the windows, not overpower. So thank you.
It's intentional.
It was intentionally. Oh, see, I shouldn't be talking. I can't concentrate on two things.
Also went live last night, guys. If you didn't watch, we were.
Can somebody tell me if they can hear Abigail talking in the comments? Let me know if you can hear her talking, because I am repeating everything that she's saying, but if we don't have to, then that would be wonderful.
I keep talking.
Okay.
What was it? Oh, we went live last night with our Monday night lives.
We did go live last night.
Which is usually something we do every fortnight, but we're doing another one again next week because we're not here next time.
We're at a wedding.
Yeah. So we're going to do another one next week with Gillian Devine again, who came on 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Who was amazing. She was to come on and talk about introverted marketing next week.
You know what? I was going to say that as well. I am really looking forward to doing introverted marketing. I remember to put the lid on this time. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to talking to Gillian about introverted marketing, because I feel like a lot of people in our industry are more introverted, and the thought of like
Do a live stream.
Yeah. The thought of like in-person sales. So like in our studio, all of our clients, they have had their session, they come back in for a viewing session, and they see the images with us. Yeah, no, but and the thought of like how I was on a roll then. The thought. Yes, and having conversations with people about like how they want their images printed, and like that's just.
I think also like how your voice coming off. I'm very introverted, I think, compared to you.
Yeah.
And it was the thought of having to talk about money with people.
Yeah, so like just all things, because that's still your marketing and they're like talking to people about your products and that kind of stuff. So I feel like a lot of people are put off by a lot of things that we've got to do as business owners because they are more of an introvert. Now, when I started helping Abigail out originally, before I joined the company, like came in as a partner, I was actually shocked at what Abigail used to do. I'm not going to lie, like I nearly fell off my chair. So I can see, and I think it's a lot to do with people being creative kinds of people. I think you're either creative or not either creative, because I feel like I'm quite creative, like, and I'm still an extrovert, but like, I don't know, I feel like a lot of photographers tend to be introverts.
Yeah, they concentrate on creating something rather than like marketing, or they just creating something, they don't really bother about the rest of the business.
Yeah, absolutely. Can people tell me if you can actually hear what I'm saying? Because I haven't repeated a lot of what she said in the last couple of minutes. So I just want to make sure you can actually hear what she's saying. Okay.
Hold up another one. It's just you talking.
Can you hear you?
Yeah, you hear me.
Oh, okay, fabulous. Well, that's good to know. I was doing this one now. Oh, circle winner. That's why I went so drastically wrong. So I tried to draw a circle. Oh, this is a different pen. That's the lady who didn't realise she was on a live stream.
On live stream, driving on the phone.
Yeah, right, that ain't working. Let me change back. Right. Let me see if I can get that last out with this pen now for this part. Nearly.
Oh, no, it's good off. Oh my God, I've done a circle.
Do you know what?
You can tell from the angle of the camera.
It is a very, very terrible circle. Also, it's still spreading. So I don't know what to do about this situation. Just.
I feel like I need to pull the window cleaner and ask her what to do.
I feel like that's just be another string of beads because we've got a nice amount of danglies, and then we're just going to add in. Oh yeah. So I feel like that just doesn't want to be there, and I'm okay with that. That ornament is going to go in a different window. Right, little string of beads. Ooh. So far.
Any more questions, guys, before, or you want to live stream doing the other windows out?
No, I'm going to move on to the colour. I was just going to leave it white, but I think we're going to need a little bit of colour. So I'm not going to do the silver because I feel like it's too close to the white. I'm going to get a bit of green going. So I have got, from last year, I've got metallic green. I don't feel like this is from last year. I feel like this was from a couple of years ago. Do I have another piece of cardboard in there I could put because that's still a bit wet? Thank you. Abigail, my glamorous assistant, is just getting me something to put the paint on too. So, said earlier, but for anybody that wasn't watching, my go-to for doing the windows, these pens are phenomenal. Also love these ones, but basically any chalk pen will do. And then for painting, acrylic paint. So always start with your outline. And then you can go straight in then with your acrylic over the top. And you don't necessarily have to be overly neat with it because where it's over the top of the white, you're not going to see that from outside. Obviously, we want to be neat because you're going to be able to see it from this side as well. Oh, I'm definitely going to go quiet now when I'm concentrating. I tend to do this part in stages because the first one that goes on tends to be a little bit thin, and you can see like brush marks and things. So I'm going to put that in. I'm going to go outside and have a little look at what that looks like, and then once that's dried, I'll come back in with a second coat. It's always good to take a step back and look at what you're doing. So see me teetering on this step, now coming back and forward. Joy's a bit 5'2", and not being able to reach the top of the windows. But I'll always jump down, take a step back and have a look, because up close it looks like you're doing a great job, and then you stand back and think, oh, do you know what? I could do with coming down there or up there a little bit more. So it's always worth having a little look. Yeah, but they're metallic, and I feel like they're Christmassy, more Christmassy. The ones in there are matte. Yeah, they are lovely colours. They're the ones that I did. Yeah, I got them for all of autumn leaves and pumpkins and. Oh, was it? Like driving past, or okay. Do you know if she's going to come and give us a little wave in the window? Right. Anybody got any more questions, guys? Okay. Abigail, give me something to talk about.
I
don't feel like that's helpful.
I really don't know.
Okay.
Well,
well, I don't want to talk about what we're coming up, because I always put my foot in there and talk about things that I'm not allowed to talk about. Can you hold that for me a minute, please?
What kind of sessions have we got?
This week we are doing some things that we don't usually do. So we're doing a bit of product photography this week. One being for the new samples that we have received from the wonderful Loxley colour. So, okay, so we are brand ambassadors for Loxley colour, which was something that was like, it blew us away when they asked us to be ambassadors, didn't it? Like, we've had a relationship with Loxley for quite a few years. They've always done our wall art for us, and whenever we go to like the photography shows and things, we always make a point of going up to the Loxley stand and saying hi to the guys on there. And we love them, guys from Loxley, and their products are phenomenal. So when they asked us to be brand ambassadors, we were over the moon. Now, we have had a load of new samples come from them for albums and other bits and pieces recently. So we are definitely in need of taking some photos of those to show you guys. It's just been a little bit manic here recently, so we haven't got a chance yet.
We want to do them well.
We do do them well. Yeah, we don't want it to be anything less than fabulous, because we want to showcase them in all their splendour. So we have the lovely Matthew Stewart Palmer, who is a videographer, photographer as well, but he does some video work for us, and you may have seen him if you've watched some of our vlogs. He does fabulous video work for us. He is currently in the studio setting up turntable, is that what it's called?
Hi.
And some absolutely massive lights that are like the sun, to get some fabulous product photography images of our new samples. And videos, absolutely. We also have a family member who has a small business of coffee. So we currently have some bags of coffee beans to take some photos of for them, which is something very different. Again, not the norm.
And again, something that should have been done last week.
It is something that should have been done last week, but we've been very busy. This week, what else have we got? We have. Do you know what they're all doing this month?
They don't either. Once, or they don't do it all.
No, we've got a viewing in this week from a newborn session that we did a little while ago. We have got, lots of editing. We had a fabulous wall art order go in today, so that should be back soon and we can film that and show you guys. I feel like we need to make more of a thing of showing you when our customer orders come back. So we've got an album that is due probably next week now, and some beautiful wall art. Oh my God.
Did you really fall again?
Yeah. Oh, my balance is terrible. See, I'm not really doing 2 things at once. I'm doing 3 things at once because I'm painting a window, I'm talking on a live stream, and I'm trying to balance. Far too much going on. Okay, I feel like I need to take a stack of them. Oh. Okay, I think.
I've not gold paint.
No, I only got silver.
It's because I don't like gold. I always say I don't like gold.
Yeah, it is, yeah. Actually.
Dark green could do with some gold. I like the clear one.
Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do silver. I'm going to do silver on these bits here. I'm also going to do some silver on here. I feel like this needs a little stripe of silver going through it, so it's not all green. Do you know what I mean? That's what we're going to go for. Oh, no, I can put that down now. Thank you. I forgot you were being a glorified paintbrush holder. I think.
28 minutes before the Instagram stream will just cut off.
Oh, okay. Oh, I mean, plenty of time.
Yeah, it's been on for 41.
Have we? Oh. Oh, it's because I'm still warming up to it. It's been a year since I've done them. So,
He's back. She said, hello, back here.
oh, hi, Vicky. We missed you.
We did, because you
Yeah.
interacted with us.
Give us another question, because I'm talking about what I want to talk about, not what you guys want to listen to. So give me a question.
Oh.
Tell me where you're from, Vicky.
She did, India.
Oh, India, of course. Sorry. I didn't put 2 and 2 together. I thought it was a different person commenting. What time in India?
They did us. 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, lovely.
When we started, so it's still 6 o'clock.
Oh. Do you have a wine? That's what I want to know. Have you opened a bottle of wine yet? I mean, probably not. It's a Tuesday.
I mean, it's never stopped you a bit.
No, it's never stopped me, no.
Yes, they said it's 5:38.
Definitely time for wine.
Christine Hawkins on Instagram said, I agree, it's lovely. I think she's on the window.
Thanks.
What was we just talking about? Loxley.
Oh, yes. Okay, so what else can we...
We've got orders coming in from Loxley, so
Yes.
they are fabulous. And if you are a photographer and you don't use your Loxley right now, I suggest you go and have a look at this stuff because it is absolutely beautiful quality. Yeah,
we've always used them for our wall art, and we've recently moved over for like our albums and all of our other projects. And it's just really, really lovely stuff. I think I might leave this one clear because I don't want it to be a direct. That one, I'm going to put some silver. Do you know I'm going to do silver stripes on that one? Yes, so Loxley's products are absolutely beautiful, so go and check them out.
He said, incredible, beautiful, powerful, tasteful India. We have never been to India.
Do you know what? Yeah, we need to go to India. We absolutely need to go to India.
We've got lots of subscribers from India.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
a little trip over.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, there's silver stripes going.
I'm laughing. Oh, right. I thought you were being sarcastic because they were going very thin at that point, and I thought, don't take a mic now, please. I do not appreciate it. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do thin because I'm trying to do a thick up there, and I feel like I'm going too thick. So I'm going to do what I did with the green and do a thin layer, let it dry, and come back and do a second layer so that we can't see through it. What I am going to do in a second is just go outside and have a little look to see how it's looking outside. And then I was going to say come back in and tell you, but I got the mic on, so you'll be able to hear me from out there. Okay. I do. Gotta give it a bash, innit? Okay, right, so I'm gonna leave it there for a second. Can you hold that for me, please? Please bear with me while I put my shoes on. Yeah, okay, so the reason I'm putting my shoes on is because we don't allow any outside shoes into the studio. Same with prams. Everything is left by the front door, and all of our clients get a nice fluffy pair of slippers to wear whenever they come in. Just keeps things nice and clean. And also, we have a lot of babies through the door. Can you see me? Yeah, we have a lot of babies through the door. So on their hands and knees, and then they put their hands in their mouth. So we just want to keep it as sanitary as possible. Okay, I'm going to stand back and have a little look. I feel like we need more green. Definitely need more green. So, how are we going to get some green in here? It's going to have to be that ornament that I didn't want to put back in it.
Why don't you just paint it in that outline so it doesn't spread?
What an idea. I'm thinking, Abigail. Thank you. No, because I'm using green or silver. You're going to have to hold on for a minute.
It's going to have to be the best circuit ever driven. Maybe don't do a circle, maybe do a different.
I feel like it needs to be a circle though. It's easier to do a circle with a paintbrush.
Oh, okay.
She says. His last words. I'm sorry, I'm being very quiet right now, but I have to concentrate. This circle has got the best of me today.
This is really bad. 12 seconds. Have we lost signal?
Oh,
no, okay.
Okay. Right. What's really frustrating with this is that you can tell the brush strokes, but that's fine.
We want to do it a couple of layers.
Yeah, I'm going to let that dry and then come back in. Okay. Well, I'm in a bit of shape now.
This all says hiya.
Hi, Andrew.
Andrew used to be my university lecturer.
Oh, did you? Hi, Andrew. Abigail is here. She is just, I feel like everything's like on a wonk. Now that I've stood back and looked. Abigail is here, but she is behind the laptop telling me when you guys have left a comment. Okay. I need to leave all of this dry now. Can I have the silver back, please? Thank you. I feel like I need a bit of something going on in this one here, this sparkly star, but I don't know what to do because I don't really want to fill it all in. So, do you know what? We're going to do some little...
We've gone all quiet on Instagram and YouTube, guys. So if you've got any comments or questions, let us know. We have been live for nearly an hour now.
We've exhausted what we need to talk about.
Somebody said, I just drove past and saw you.
We did see you. We did.
2 minutes too late once you passed.
We got away with that point. Right. I feel like we need to go in there and tell them to be quiet because they're getting very loud. Can you tell me if you can hear a videographer, please? Because they're using some, they are getting more and more ridiculous, and also they're using some unsavory language that we do not condone on this channel. So.
I'm currently at my own university right now. Oh, I feel like I need to go visit. Thank you so much. And do you need to come and visit our studios?
Yeah, come have a little look at the studio.
I'm going to go and tell them to stop.
Okay. Okay. Just going to go and give them a telling off for a minute. Okay, how are we looking? I feel like I need to go back over these bits. We're taking away some of the lines. I can hear Abigail giving them a turn off. Okay. When Abigail's back, I'm going real words. I'm going to get her to have a look at the comments again, guys. So let me know if you have any questions you want me to answer. Do we think this is dry enough yet? No, absolutely not. Okay. Stern telling off?
Oh, you can't tell them off. They're hysterical laughing.
Oh, are they know? Oh, good gracious me. Okay. I feel like, can I have the other green now, please?
Yeah.
Thank you. Like we need some more green. I can hear them giggling like school children.
Andrew said he will come up for a visit, lovely.
Lovely.
Let us know when you come in and we will make sure we're free. And what's the design? So we put this out to vote in our VIP group on Facebook. So if you're not in our VIP group, guys, go and join. It's just Abigail Lewis Photography VIP. And I can't remember what this was called. Exactly, things in beads.
Beads, strings of beads and dangly ornaments. The options were bright, colourful Christmas lights, which was Abigail's choice, and we did have a few votes for that. I nowhere near as many as this one. So I am going to indulge Abigail and do bright, colourful Christmas lights on the door. Yeah, the hook that we normally put our wreaths on, because we have a seasonal wreath for every season. We've got more than one for autumn because that's our favourite time of the year. The hook fell off the door, so we haven't been able to grab another one yet. So I'm like, we're just going to paint the lights on as a wreath, just to appease Abigail's want for Christmas, brightly coloured Christmas lights. The other options were Christmas tree branches with dangling ornaments, and I feel like I've already done that one year. And the other one was like traditional lanterns in the corners. No, it's not. Well, do you know what? I quite liked it, and I think it was a bit different because I haven't done that before, and I was looking for something that hadn't been in our windows. I have done something similar to this before, but it was when we was in our old studio. I haven't done it here. So.
Okay, so we've got a couple more questions.
Yes.
Yes, we do. Well, I do.
Abigail has a LinkedIn.
Like a business one as well.
Oh, have you?
It doesn't get used as much as it should do, but it is a business page and a Abigail Savage LinkedIn page.
Yeah.
I will try and drop a link in a second. And then Andrew said, another question, how has the budget affected smaller businesses? Wow. I don't like this question for Christy because she doesn't pay attention to politics. I think it's going to be good.
And tell me why you think it's going to be good.
Well, it's going to be good for us because we don't employ anybody.
We don't employ anybody,
so,
no.
Like the biggest takeaway I took from it was employers are going to fit the bill for like all the tax hikes.
And also the minimum wage increase as well.
Yeah, and we don't employ anybody, so that's not going to affect us.
No.
The things like they're going to keep the
business rates relief. So that's going to be good.
And then they're going to lower it in general for the year after.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what else. But as I was going through, I myself thought actually this is going to work.
Yeah.
And I was quite excited about it. I thought it was fair, and I thought it was going to be a good thing for us.
Yeah, definitely.
I could be very wrong, but
well, time will tell. But yeah,
we try and get all of our product from the UK if we can. So
yeah, we used to import some bits and pieces, but majority, like we still import. Like our maternity gowns, most of the couture designers for maternity gowns are dotted around Europe. I don't think we've got anybody in the UK, have we? There aren't any not maternity gowns, so that's still an import for us. But all of our printed products, albums, all of our wall art, that's all handmade up in Scotland. So yeah, that's fine.
I'm not sure if Great Relief is lower in Wales, but our local council makes sure that we have a lot of relief anyway.
Yeah,
so they're really good.
We've always had a lot of business rates relief, haven't we? Like,
Yeah, just because we've been like located, the council
Yeah.
really good with that sort of thing. Our gowns, no, we buy gowns, Andrew, from.
can you tell me what the question was?
Do you rent your gowns?
Do we rent gowns? Okay. No, we don't. They are all purchased from independent couture designers. So there is KH Fashion, who is based out of Germany. So they tend to be our bigger, fuller gowns, a lot of, bougie ball gowns, a lot of tulle, usually like corsted back. So they are good for both maternity and non-maternity. So the maternity client will wear it for her maternity session. And then when baby's been born and they come back into the studio, they can have wear the same gown again. So that's always lovely for continuity. And we've had a lot of people do wall art, haven't we? Like kind of a before and after, where they do the maternity image next to the image of them holding the baby in the same gown, which is beautiful. Mia Steele, we've always used a lot of her gowns, Netherlands, based in the Netherlands, but unfortunately she's closing down to do Amsterdam. She's closing down to do other things. She's venturing off to do other things, so we are absolutely gutted about that one. We're losing a lot of maternity gown designers, and
so trendy in the US.
so trendy, and it's really gutting because we love their work and we want to be able to buy these fabulous gowns, but unfortunately they are being ripped off left, right and centre on Amazon and AliExpress and places like that. So what they are doing, they're not only ripping off the designs, but they are using the images from the designers' websites as well, because a fraction of the price. People, more and more photographers are going to Amazon and these different discounted places. And do you know what? If they were their own designs, and they were doing them for that amount of money, then fair enough. But to like completely rip off these designers and even use their own artwork off their website is really sad. So we have seen an awful lot of our maternity gown designers trail off the last year, I would say, wouldn't it? Over the last year, we've just seen them all shut up shop, which is really sad. Yeah.
I bet you have to deal with a fair few accidents with newborns. Poor Moji.
For a minute then, I was thinking accidents like dropping babies. I was going to say, touch wood, I don't think we've ever had an accident with a baby, but punamis, absolutely.
Last week was
something else. But yeah, do you know what? Because they come in within their first between 5 and 14 days, wherever possible. That's where we get a newborn in. And obviously they're new to the world. They're still getting used to, their digestive system, and everything's still so small. So they got like a lot of reflux with like their throat and their neck and everything's so small. And if I go home and I don't have at least baby sick on me, it's been a slow day, haven't it?
Yeah.
Always the way. But yeah, where they are getting used to. Right. One time I accidentally flicked baby sick at Abigail, and she's let me live it down ever. And it wasn't intentional. I didn't mean to do it. I really want to put green on this one. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to refrain. So I was holding a baby, and some of our props are
green beads on it.
Yes, that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave that one for a little bit. Can you hold that for me, please? Some of our props are spot clean only, and this baby was lying on one of these particular spot clean only props, and I could see that she was about to be sick. So I put my hand up to catch it, but I was also holding the baby with my other hand. So I didn't have any way to put this sick. So my natural instinct was to do that, to get rid of it, so that I could use my hand to grab like a then or something to clean it up. Not realising that Abigail was there and I threw it at her. But she will never, ever, ever let me live it down, and she likes to bring it up if she can fit it into conversation. She'll absolutely tell you about that time I accidentally threw sick at her. The shock on her face, mind. Landed.
Next question.
Yeah.
Do you use a few blow heaters in the studio to keep them warm?
We don't use blow heaters, and I'll tell you for why. We did. We used to in an old studio, but when we bought this building, it was during lockdown, and we had a lot of time to be able to get the design right and get it built to exactly what we wanted. And one of the specifications was no radiators in the studio because we have children who have free reign. We want them to be comfortable, so they will be walking around, and we don't want them to be touching any radiators. And we had it, everything is up on the ceiling, so we have a rig on the ceiling for all of our lighting. So there's no wires on the floor for them to trip over. And we have temperature control in the studio. So we set it to, depending on what session we have in, we have a temperature for our newborn sessions, we have a temperature for our maternity sessions. So it's always at that constant temperature, which is good because obviously during a newborn session, we have to strip babies off down to nappy. We don't tend to do anything less than nappy unless specifically requested, because you're just asking for punami and poo. Punami and other incidents. So yeah. So we need to make sure it's nice and warm. Can I please have that one back? Yes.
And then Andrew has also said white clean backgrounds with quite often emoji. We've got.
Do you know what? We do have white clean backgrounds. We have green designs. Oh, it's another thing we import because that comes from Australia. We import a lot. We have these fabulous frames. We have one on the wall and one on the floor. And then we have fabric that has got like a plastic edging that fits into the frame and it pulls it really tight so there's no wrinkling. And if you see any of our images on our Instagram or on our Facebook, where there is like a wooden background, I'm going to see if I can get this in shot. I don't know how much of this you can see because the light isn't on it, but this wood, it looks like real wood. It's actually material. So we've got lovely, beautiful wood in different colours. We've also got lots of different patterns and different colours in general that we use. But the good thing about those is you pull them out of the frame and you put them in the washing machine and you can wash them up to 40 degrees, so it gets rid of all the germs, and it's lovely. Really good for when you're doing cake smash, or they do wash really well. Like we've had no like discoloration. No, that's the word I was looking for. We've had the colour is still perfect on them, and we do milk baths that tend to get a little bit messy with all the fruit and everything else being squished into the floor. Cake smashes are always messy. We've done some food smashes, so not cake, but other food. Yeah, we had spaghetti for an elf-themed first birthday session around Christmas one year. What else have we done? Oh, we remember Winnie the Pooh, and we had a honey pot, and we filled it full of squirty cream with yellow food colouring in it, so it looked like honey. And that got very, very messy, but. Yeah, I thought it was going to stain as well, and it didn't, did it? It looked fabulous. So they've worked really well.
We love this today. She's another vendor that's currently
not trading.
Not trading, but for health reasons.
Yeah, so I think she's going to make a comeback with it once her health is better. I feel like that's going to take a couple of goals. Right, do you know what? I'm going to stop at this point, and I go outside, and I'm going to check on. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, I'm going to check this from outside, see what it looks like, see if I want to make any adjustments. I'm inhaling my own hair. And then I'm going to put the easel back in the window so you can see why I've done it in this shape. Yeah, I'm happy with how that looks. I'm not going to do anything more to it. Right, let's get the easel back in the window. And then, oh, I was going to say, and then I'll take the camera outside, but I can't because it's attached to the laptop. How am I going to show you? Can I post a picture in the comments? Okay, I can't do that. Unfortunately, I can't show you the final result. Yeah, it will be on our stories at some point. And if you're local and you're passing, stop and look. We did, yeah, years and years ago in our old store, we did do a superhero mini session day. The issue we've got with that is, so in the middle, building the set, like it's really fun building the sets. No, we got like full, like proper set. So building the set was super fun, but it is very costly to build sets. Also taking off floor room, and then we never want to get rid of them afterwards. How much can you see there? Right, so where this is now, everything is kind of framed around the piece of wall art. So it was very purposeful how I'd done that. Yeah, so we have those, but we don't tend to do them anymore because we have constantly got newborns and maternity clients coming in, and that's our main focus. We've taken a step back from like the mini sessions and like the limited edition sessions that we used to do a lot of. The limited edition sessions that we tend to do now tend to be more like motherhood and based around parenthood, yeah. So, and grandparent sessions, which are super cute. Yeah, and like family sessions down on the beach and things like that. So we do still do limited edition sessions, but not so much of the big elaborate sets anymore because we've just run out of room. We have got so many props and so many.
I want a warehouse, but you won't let me.
If we had a warehouse, you'd fill a warehouse. So no, we're not having a warehouse. But yeah, got 2 dogs in that pram. Yes, so yeah, we don't tend to do them anymore. But what we do get to do is build elaborate things for maternity sessions, which is fabulous. So we did one not so long ago with flower arches. We built beautiful, great big flower arches. We also built like a life-size frame, so like an ornate gold frame for our maternity client to stand in. And when I say we, I mean my other half, who is very good at carpentry. We give him a reference picture and some dimensions, and he goes away and builds it and comes back and says, "Is this what you want?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's marvelous. Thank you very much."
We did do the flowers though.
We did do the flowers, yeah. He built us the frame for the flowers, and we did that one. I feel like we've got a video on that. So if you would like to go back and have a little look in our back collection, can you link that somewhere? Abigail is going to link that video so you can see us building our flower arch. I mean, if it's possible. Are there any more questions? Sorry, I'm asking you to do something and then asking you to do something else as well. Before we end. Okay, I'm going to go on Instagram and see if I can go on Instagram.
Oh, it's got you.
Okay. Anything on Instagram? Thank you. Ooh. What's the biggest size picture you've printed for a client? Now, we do a lot of pieces of art, and I think maybe like, we did do a custom piece of acrylic in a panoramic that was 4.5 foot long for somebody's kitchen. And the bit that made my eye twitch with that one was he guessed how long he wanted that piece of wall art. And we said, well, what happens if it doesn't fit? He said, I'll find somewhere to put it. It happened to fit really well and it looks absolutely fun. But yeah, 4.5 foot on a panoramic. We do a lot of 30 by 30 inches by 30 inch frames. Now they're slightly bigger than that because that's the inside measurement before the frame. So maybe like 34 inches both ways, which doesn't sound big. And you put it on the wall in your living room and it's big. Can I turn this camera around to show? I'm going to give it a go. Let me see if I can get a little bit. Okay, cool. Right, so tell me when I'm at full capacity. This is a piece of acrylic but it's a framed acrylic, which is lovely. So this is from, well, all of our pieces are from Loxley, but it's got a beautiful piece of acrylic on there, beautiful frame on the acrylic. I don't know the sizes of any of these off the top of my head now. Yeah, and I'm at full capacity on the length of.
You see the canvas down there?
So that one at the end. Can I zoom? Give me a second. Can I zoom? Hey, look at me zoom in. That one. Can you tell me the size of that one, Abigail?
28 by 40, I want to say.
I think it's a bit higher than 40, maybe 45.
Maybe.
Yeah, 28, maybe by 50 even. So that's a big one. But obviously they look great in here because of where they are. We've got nice big white walls to be able to put these things on. But yeah, I think.
Hi.
Yeah, I feel like that. Let me put this down here so we can see two of us.
My snacks.
I didn't know you had a dairy milk down here. You were keeping that snack away from me, weren't you? Yes, I don't know about bigger. So probably the 4.5 foot was the.
For a client, I think.
Yeah.
4.5 foot. I can't remember the height, but it was about 4.5 foot.
Yeah.
Yeah, we order in all of our printed products are ordered in because, well, I don't trust myself. It's not what I'm good at.
No, we don't print anything here, so everything is done through Loxley Colour, and every single piece that they print for us is all handmade up in Scotland.
We're now brand ambassadors for Loxley Colour, so yeah, we absolutely love them.
We do.
Got lots of projects coming up with them soon. So
yeah, we got lots of bits and pieces to keep an eye out for. But if there is any more questions before we end?
So I put the links in for the YouTube video that you just about a comment board was.
Lovely.
But yeah.
Yeah, I think we've been on,
an hour and 10 minutes.
Do you know what? No. It's one of those, I wasn't expecting to say hour and 10 minutes. That's quite a long time. I'm going to leave it to it now because I've just talked probably rubbish for the last hour and 10 minutes. Some of it's been informative, I feel. Some of it was bump while I was trying to do 3 things at once. But I hope you've enjoyed it, guys. Do let me know in the comments whether you did actually enjoy this and whether it's something you'd like me to do again. Maybe not so much painting the windows because that's only done once a season or in the last year. Yeah. But we've got other things that I can be doing while I talk to you guys, like
we can do packaging orders while we go
packing orders, yeah, and sorting out the prop room. So that's always needs sorting.
We just need to sort out the signal situation. Internet. I don't know if anybody's got any idea. Please let me know in the comments because I have no idea how we can sort it. Our signal is shocking and
we're going to have to figure out a way. No, don't. We've asked for help and they've just said that's just where you go. So yeah, if we can figure out a way of getting a better signal and do more in the prop room, because I love our prop room. We've got so much for people to see out there, and I feel like we're missing a trick by when you get out to the prop room. So please let me know in the comments if you would like to see more of this kind of stuff, and if you do, I'll go live soon so you can see more of me.
Don't forget, we're live Monday night with Gillian Vine.
Yes.
That will be tidy signal because we'll be in our house Monday night live.
Yes.
So that'll be 8:30 next Monday. Don't feel like we need to bring it a little bit forward. Should we do 8 o'clock?
Yeah, let's do 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. Because
she's playing us, so she's ahead of us.
She is, yeah. Make it a little bit earlier for Gillian. And if you are going to be tuning in for that Monday night live, make sure you've got a glass of wine with you because Gillian likes to do live with wine, and I feel rude not having a glass of wine while we talk to her. So make sure you
not have a glass of wine.
Make sure you've got your glass of wine ready to join us next Monday.
And we will see you soon, guys. Bye.
Bye.